Hi there, dear friends. I have come here to get a message and to get it through. I have come here humbly to try to help to the Palestinian cause. Almost every week in some cities in Warsaw, there are manifestations pro-Palestinian against the genocide in Gaza. And most of the participants are young people, the young generation. I think that the young generation might be an answer to our problem. But I would like to start with a phrase that you can't speak about the genocide in Gaza without mentioning US imperialism. Some American politicians said that if Israel would not exist, they would create it, because it's a tool of the American project. Netanyahu is not right to say that this is Israel's idea and Israel's project to get the whole Middle East a colony ruled by the Israelis. They have such a dream, but if they would rule, which we rather not, they would rule on behalf of their master, of the United States of America. And we talk a little bit about the whole issue as if it was an European issue. But Europe is divided on the Palestinian issue and cause, and Europe and the political scene is divided. And I would quote, for instance, that Jean-Luc Mélenchon didn't become a prime minister despite the fact that he won the election in France, because he was accused of anti-Semitism. So it is such. And I think that the whole thing is about racism. But one thing is the geopolitical position of the European states, and our hope that one day some European states will disobey the American master, the NATO ruler. But in order to achieve this goal, we have to change Europe, and Europe is not changing in the right way, in the right direction. The capital rules with fear. The right wing is scaring people with the Muslims who will come to Europe, supposedly to rape our women, to get benefits, and to impose their religion. And people are naive and believe, and people get scared. And we have a vicious circle, a competition between the racist and right-wing and far-right parties, and the main parties, the old parties, who defend themselves, mimicking the far right, repeating their lies, becoming more and more racist and xenophobic. So the immigration issue becomes the main electoral issue, which makes center parties and even left-wing parties more and more alike the alternative für Deutschland, because they are scared of losing the power if they are not following this circle of fear. And this means that Israel can kill 42 civilians in Gaza because they are not Catholic, because they are not white, because they are Muslims, and because they belong to the category which pertains to Jews in Germany. They are unwertes Leben. They have no right to be alive. And the main human right is the right to stay alive. And I think that if we don't win with this new wave of nationalism, xenophobia, and racism in Europe, we will never outvote those who are permitting the genocide in Gaza. We have to outvote them to such an extent that the state will have the mandate to oppose American supremacy, to oppose American projects, the part of which is the genocide. So I think that we have a biggest battle than the battle of law. I'm a lawyer, but I don't believe in the rule of law. We live in a world where there is a rule of the stronger, of the force, and the stronger are the Americans, and then the Israelis. We believe in many ideals. We are taught in universities, in democracy, but when this world is changing, the Prime Minister of Poland, because of the immigration problem and refugees problem, announced that he will suspend the right to asylum. It means this is a Democrat, liberal, the best pupil of the European Union, and he says that he will suspend the human rights. We are considering organizing a conference in Warsaw, which will counter this direction, which will call for human rights and nobody is illegal. You know, Gaza is a no-going place, no-go place. You can't go and see what they are doing, because when somebody is committing a crime, he doesn't want public. And we have a swamps and woods in Poland by the Belarusian board, which is also a non-go area. It's forbidden to go there for journalists and human rights activists, and the refugees are pushed back to the swamps. Women with children are pushed back to the swamps, and the winter is coming. And already many people died in these swamps because there is no access. And now, if somebody gets through, he won't be able to ask for asylum. And nobody knows why they are refugees. From what are they running off? Yeah? So if even in such a country as Poland, this main idea that there are people who are automatically illegal and can't explain themselves, say, okay, if I get back, they will kill me. They'll put me in prison, they will torture me. Nobody cares, we suspend human rights. And I think that the young generation, okay, the whole humanity, most of the people in the world supports Gaza. If we had a state of law, if we had a rule of law, we just would outvote them. We said, okay, you're not right. Most of the humanity decided. But Antonio Guterres is forbidden to enter Israel, not speaking about Gaza. And the UN troops are called to withdraw. And why are we losing? I'm a journalist, among others. And this is the fake news and the language of lies. One example, the camp of UN peace troops have been hit by the Israelis. And the Polish media commented, the troops of UN have been hit, but they never told by whom. And these lies multiplied, they have, the capital has control of the media, makes many people not understand anything. I have a 18 years old daughter, and she's following the events in Gaza, not every hour, but every day, on English sources, on Palestinian, Al Jazeera, and so on. But how many such people can afford to do that? And I'm going to Poland, with the great message of our young girl who spoke first, the great message of humanism, of human dignity, of suffering, which is called with its name and which moves your heart, your mind, your conscience. And I think to many, many young people in Poland which will join the movement, I would like to say, hold on, the support is coming, but I can do that. I can only promise you that we are joining we have joined already, but we are strengthening our efforts to win this battle with racism. And we win, if we win this battle, to kill people, to kill civilians, to kill children, to bomb hospitals, will become again unthinkable. Good luck.